Hi everyone, my name is Jaspinder Kaur, and in this video I will be talking about how young children learn and think and how adults play a big role in supporting their development. To explain this, I will introduce you to two amazing kids, Liam, who is 4 years old, and Yahara, who is 5 and a half. They both learn in their own unique ways, but there's so much we can understand about their learning by using two important psychological theories: Jan Piaget's theory of cognitive development and Lev Vygotti's social culture theory. I will also talk about how their educated sports them in simple yet powerful ways through play, conversation, and patience. Let's start with the quick explanation of these two theories. Don't worry, I will keep it simple. Jean Piaget believed that children are like little scientists. They learn by exploring, experimenting, and figuring things out for themselves. He said that as children grow, they go through different stages of thinking, from basic understanding to more logical, complex thinking. Levocostics, on the other hand, focused on how social interacts help children learn. He introduced the idea of the zone of proximal development, or GPT. Basically, what a child can do with a little bit of help from an adult or more skilled peer. Vygotsky also talked about scaffolding, which means giving just enough support to help the child succeed and gradually stepping back as they get better. These theories help us understand children like Liam and Jara and how adults can guide them without taking over their learning. So, let me tell you about Liam. He is 4 years old, full of curiosity, and loves to explore. According to Piaget, Liam is in what we call the preportational stage, which is from around 2 to 7 years of age. At this stage, children are still developing logical thinking. Here's one example. Liam believes that if you pour water from a short, wide glass into a tall, thin glass, suddenly there's more water in the tall glass. This is called centration. He's focusing only one thing, the height, and ignoring the width. But over time, with a bit of gentle guidance and by repeating this activity, Liam starts to understand something called conservation. That even though the glass looks different, the amount of water stays the same. That's a sign that his thinking is developing, slowly moving towards the next stage, called the concrete operational stage, where logic starts kicking in more clearly. Now, through our ghost theory, we see another side of Liam's learning. While he is playing, building towards with blocks, pouring water, exploring sand, he often talks to himself. You might hear him say things like, "Okay, this is good here. Oh, that don't work. Let me try again." This is called private speech, and it's actually a great sign. It helps him organize his thinking and problem solving. His educator does not interrupt him. She simply observes, smiles, and steps in only if he's stuck or asks for help. That's what we call scaffolding, providing help within his zone of proximal development, where he's learning something just beyond his current ability. Speaking of his educator, she plays a really important role in Liam's learning. She sets a playful, hands on learning space with water, rice, sand, and blocks, all perfect for exploring. She gives him time to test thinking out, compare, and figure things out for himself. She listens to his private speech but does not jump in with answers. Through his approach, she's building Liam's confidence and encouraging him to be a problem solver. Now, let's meet Jahara. She's 5.5 years old and absolutely loves puzzles, building ramps, and storytelling. Interestingly, even though she's still young, Yara shows signs of being in Pegasus' concrete operational stage, which typically starts around 7 years old. For example, when Yara does puzzles, she uses logic. She starts with the edges, looks at shapes carefully, and uses trial and error to solve them. When building ramps for a ball, she experiments by changing the angle of the ramp and predicting how fast or how far the ball will roll. All of this shows logical problem solving thinking, which is exactly that Paget described at his stage. From the ghost's point of view, Yahara's learning is also supported through language and social interaction. She quietly talks to herself while walking. Again, there's private speech helping her focusing and thinking through problems. What's really special in that Jahara switches between Somali, her home language, and English. This shows bilingual thinking and growing confidence. She also learns by playing and collaborating with other children. For example, during the ramp activity, Yara discusses her ideas with peers, listen to their suggestions, and improve her design. Through this mix of private speech, bilingual language, and peer interaction, Yara's cognitive development is supported beautiful. Yara's educator understands her learning style very well. She provides a calm, quiet space where Yara can focus. She encourages storytelling, puzzle solving, and building activities. She celebrates Yara's use of both Somali and English, creating a space where Yara feels proud to her identity. The educator also gives Zahara plenty of time to speak, think, and solve problems in her own way. All of this helps Zahara feel safe, valued, and confident in her learning journey. If we compare both educators, they support learning in different ways based on each child's strength. For Lam, it's all about hands on play, exploration, and gentle encouragement during physical activities. For Zahara, it's about providing space for quiet thinking, language development, and logical problem solving. Both educators show how understanding a child's individual way of learning, whether it's through movement, language, or play, is key to supporting cognitive development. To warm up, Liam and Jara may learn in different ways, but they are both growing into confident, curious thinking. Piaget's theory helps us see how their thinking changes as they develop, moving through different stages. Gauss's theory reminds us of the power of adult speech and language in helping children learn, especially within their era of proximal development. And we have seen educators play a vital role by observing, guiding, and respecting each child's learning journey. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy learning about Liam Jar and how powerful play, conversation, and gentle support can be for young learners. Thank you.